Most of all, fuck you!
Hello everybody, it's me, the one over here, and as you see, we have a new camera setup. I normally have my camera set up like right over there, but I'm doing a contest entry and I have a ton of shit on my desk because there's like 6 different questions and all of them I want to show things off for. So I have just like a giant pile of crap on my desk. So I thought the best way to do this would be put my camera where my PC normally is and record it from there. So yeah. And this is Todd Walnuts for, I believe it's like 4,000 subscriber contest, and he is giving away a 4K player and a Ultra Blu-ray player. Now he has 6 questions, and I have a bunch of answers, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but hopefully it's a long one. So yeah, let's start with the first question, and it is, what are some of the things that got you through COVID? And for me, I have a lot of things, but the one thing that I'm pretty sure a lot of people know is Naruto. Naruto got me through a lot of COVID. I watched through Season 2 all the way to Season 5, watched all those arcs, plus I explored a little bit of Season 6 and 7. But after Season 5, I watched Season 6 and I was like, fuck that. Then I went all the way to Naruto Shippuden, and then I watched Naruto Shippuden. Within like a month and a half, I watched over 700 episodes, plus I watched the last movie, the Boruto movie, and I believe I even watched the Road to Naruto movie. Now I own all 3 of these movies, but back then I did not. So yeah, I watched all those movies, and I watched 700 episodes within 2 months. So yeah, that got me through COVID. Death Note also got me through COVID, just not as much. I always watch Death Note at least once a year, so it's basically a given that I love this series. I love this series so much, I'm buying a wallet of it. I mean, I adore this series so much. It is my favorite anime of all time, and it is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. But yeah, that also got me through COVID. And another big thing that got me through COVID was actually talking with my friends, because without my friends, I don't think I would have been able to get through COVID, especially my buddy, Hayes Another Von Graham. He goes by the Firefly Family Podcast now. He has a podcast with one of his buddies, Christian Horror. He's a buddy of mine too, but you know, we ain't that close. I mean, we talk and we do all that stuff. We hang out, you know, we joke at each other, you know, get at each other's throats, but you know, we're all friends. But Andrew truly did get me through this COVID thing, and he was a really good friend of mine. He got me a lot of stuff, and it was just a very good friend, and he got me through a lot of it. I appreciate him a lot. Watching live streams, I'm not very good when watching live streams with like a big audience. Like when there's like over 20 people watching, I don't really like that. So, but I kind of enjoy just hanging out in live streams, you know, just hearing people and listening to the comments. I would comment every once in a while, but you know. Tawny Walnuts videos, you know, like it's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long. I could just put that shit on while I'm working, you know, and just go through like 5 of his videos within a day. That's what I was doing a lot, because during COVID, like I was moving into a new house. Like that shit was difficult as fuck. So, you know, like those videos got me through it. Of course, my videos got me through it. Making YouTube has been a blessing and a curse, you know, just editing it, doing all that. It's been great seeing the fan reception of it. It's just been a really fun time. It's just a lot of things got me through COVID. Movies, you know, like my buddy recommended me to Trash Talk, and I've been listening. They're like my second favorite band now. You know, I've listened to them a whole lot. Joke! Yeah, but there's just a lot of stuff that has got me through COVID. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. The second question is, like, what are some of the upcoming releases that you want? And there's a new release of They Live coming out on 4K and from Scream Factory, and when I found this out like a day or two ago, like I was like, fuck yeah. Because I know they put out I know there's a Blu-ray of it there's like a Blu-ray Steelbook that cost like $100, and I was like, fuck, I want it so bad. But then Scream Factory's coming out with this collector's edition where you can get like a fucking figurine, and I'm just like, screw that Steelbook, I'm getting that figurine, you know? I'm probably not actually gonna get it, but you know, that's an upcoming release I want. And of course, you all know the Friday the 13th box set is coming out. You know, you got new 4K scans of part 1, 2, 3, and 4, a new unrated cut of part 2, you got the 3D cut of part 3. I believe part 4 is only getting a 4K, but you know, that's good. Every movie is getting a brand new, like, updated Blu-ray, new special features, plus all the special features from the old releases. So, wait 1 second, guys. I gotta go and check something. I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to make sure my mic was working, because last time I recorded a video, my mic was not working. That's why I'm wearing these ones instead of my white ones. Fuck those white ones. Anyway, so, another thing that's coming out is we're finally getting a Blu-ray, an official Blu-ray release of Part 9. If you don't know, we have had bootlegs before, and I even own a couple of DVDs of it, but there has never been an official Blu-ray release, so that Blu-ray release is fucking amazing, and it's the uncut version. Fucking incredible, dude. And it comes with every movie, new special features, it's just everything you would want from a release of these movies. Scream Factory is giving it. I also got one more release, and that is Motel Hell. The Steelbook's looking pretty good, and I just enjoy the movie. I don't know much about the release other than it's a Steelbook, and I know they've done a Blu-ray release for it before, and I was actually planning on picking it up. But, you know, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So, but yeah, guys, let me go and get the third question. These are a lot of questions. So, yeah, we got the top 5 covers. Now, you'll excuse me. I got this. So let's go with number 1, and these are in no particular order. We got the Thing VHS cover, which looks fucking beautiful. I love the Steelbook, but I think this one looks cool as well. You know, this one was made, an artist made this, and what he did, he put on a jacket, went outside, stood like this, and took a picture, and then just put this on it. And he didn't know anything about the movie. He never read the script. He never did nothing. So the way he could just come up with this, just by hearing the title, it's incredible. And it's also really does portray the goodness of this movie, you know, because, you know, the Thing is, like, unthinkable, you know, like, he's a very smart person, so, yeah. Number 2 is the original Maniac cover. I absolutely adore this film. If you guys do not know, I'm pretty sure I actually won this. I do not know. But yeah, I got this, and this is like my favorite 4K of all time. It's technically a Blu-ray 4K, so. But yeah, guys, this cover is fucking amazing. You know, when I first saw this cover, you know, I was scrolling through Vudu, you know, looking for a movie to watch. I was like, I'm like half asleep, and I see this cover, and I'm just like, holy shit. And I remember watching a review of it, and I was like, holy fuck, this is the movie? And I watched it that day, guys, and I absolutely adore this movie. If you don't know, you will find out just how much I love this movie in a question forward. But yeah, guys, this movie is just fucking awesome. The blood, the gore, Frank Zito, fucking Joe Spinell's my favorite actor of all fucking time. I wish I could have got his autograph on this fucking thing, but of course he died in like the 80s. And fucking hell, dude, it's just, this movie is so good. The sequel is good too, but, you know, there's not much to the sequel. But yeah, guys, this movie is just fucking incredible, and I hope you guys check it out. And that is the second on the list of top 5 covers. Another cover is the Army of Darkness Steelbook. Now, unlike the Thing, I actually prefer this Steelbook because it's just done. You got this like looking, you got the evil Ash on this side, and you got the good Ash, you know, and the good Ash has the chainsaw, and you know, he's got like all the bones around him. You just got just Army of Darkness, you know, it just looks so cool. The original poster art looks amazing, but I just prefer this one. You know, I just think it's a lot more colorful. it gives you a lot more feel about the movie. You know, the original poster looks cool, but you know, this one really gives you more of the feeling of the movie itself. You know, it's action-packed, hardcore shit, and it's fucking incredible. I also just love seeing Evil Ash because, you know, it's just awesome. Just look at that shit. He's even riding a fucking bone saw horse. Like, hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm fucking talking about. We got 2 more here, and I got a few honorable mentions. But we got Halloween 2. I absolutely adore this cover. I know a lot of people do not like it, and a lot of people will prefer the original. But I do like this one as well, and it's actually personally my favorite Halloween film. So yeah, this one, you know, family is forever. It's got the huge hulking knife with the huge hulking Jason. There's a steelbook of this that has the poster art kind of like waved out some more, and he's actually in a field and he's like stabbing onto a person. But you know, I just like this. It's more simpler. You know, you got everything you want in one measly image. It shows you a lot about the film. You know, this isn't your typical Halloween film. It's hardcore, bloody, gory shit, and that's what they portray in this poster. And of course, if you watched my video that I had basically no audio for, you would know that this one is basically becoming one of my favorite movies, and it is VOW, Veteran of Foreign Wars. And I absolutely adore this slipcover. It's one of my favorite covers. You know, you got the American flag, and you got all 4 of the main characters. You got Al, you got Lou, and you got Wilson, I think that's his name. And I totally forgot the old man's name. But hey, I got 3 out of 4 right. I'm good with that. I'm good with that, man. So, but yeah, guys, it's just, I love this one. It shows you a lot about the film. You know, this film is about 4 veterans going after a bunch of junkies, you know, and you got America. Fuck yeah. And I got a few honorable mention covers here that I wanted to show off for you guys. So yeah, we got the 3 from Hell cover. I'm not going to talk much about these, but you know, you got this one. It's the sequel to The Devil's Rejects and House with Those Corpses. If you saw my channel back when this movie was being promoted, I reacted to all the trailers, and I basically hoped to know everything about it. So a lot of my predictions didn't come right about this film, but I love this film to death anyway. You got Dawn of the Dead, which is absolutely one of my favorites as well. You know, you got this cover of the zombie, and then you got Dawn of the Dead on it. George Romero. This is my bootleg Blu-ray. And, you know, it just looks really cool, man. I really enjoy it. You got the Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Cobra. Now, I'm super glad they did not decide to make a new cover of this, because this cover is awesome. You know, you got the badass picture of Stallone with that fucking, like, Uzi pistol type shit that looks like something the Terminator would fucking use. But yeah, that one with the black background and the badass sunglasses. What the fuck? That one with the black background and the badass sunglasses. Sorry guys, I thought the disc came out. And of course, you got the video itself. You got Escape from New York. You know, you got the 3 survivors. And you got all the fucking junkies coming after the guy. And you got like the falling down freaking Statue of Liberty. You know, just tells you all you need to know about this fucking film, really. It's awesome. Let's move on to the next question. That was question 3, damn. Question 4 is your top 5 villains. Let me get it out. Number 5 is Mikey Myers / Michael Myers. I absolutely adore him. You know, he has a lot of kills. He's pure evil, you know, just like, he doesn't give a fuck whether you're a fucking 5-year-old or if you're a 50-year-old. He'll still kill you if you get in his fucking way. He's a very badass character, has a lot of amazing kills. You know, the shotgun kill comes to mind. The badass brutalization kills that he does in this film, especially in the hospital scene. Now, I know the hospital scenes aren't real. Blah, blah, blah. It's only 7 minutes of the movie. Fuck off. But it's still a fucking badass part of the film. You know, seeing that security guard get stabbed in the back with the axe. And, you know, seeing that girl get her eyes chopped out, you know, that's just fucking brutal. Seeing that hospital nurse get fucking stabbed 50 fucking times, you know. And, you know, seeing Michael Myers also, like, in the original Halloween 2, you know, stick that girl's head in the fucking boiling hot water and up, down, you know, and just, that shit was fucking awesome, man. I fucking adored that. You got a bunch of other cool kills. You got number 4, which is Frank Zito. I adore this character. He's really childlike, but he's also a fucking mass murderer. You know, he's just Joe Spinell plays him fucking perfectly. You know, in the scenes where he needs to act like a brutal, insane murderer, he does. In the scenes when he needs to act like a normal person, he does it well. He's one of the killers that you don't expect coming. You know, like if Frank Zito was walking by you on the street, you wouldn't think he's a bad guy. You would think, the guy's pretty fat, but other than that, he's a pretty cool dude, you know? You know, if Frank Zito, if I didn't know Frank Zito was a murderer, I'd probably have a beer with him, you know? He's like that good of an actor, you know? But when he comes out at night, you know, like, holy shit, dude, those kills, the shotgun kill, the freaking stab across the head kill and scalpel, you know, just the scalping kills, just fuck, dude, they are fucking disgusting, and I fucking love them. It's so fucking good, dude. And you got like a few other kills, you know, you got that kill where he stabs that girl right in the chest. You got his own death scene where he freaking gets chopped his other arm off, and gets his head torn off and shit like that. Like, holy fuck, dude. This movie is so bloody, so gory, released entirely unrated. The director did not give a fuck. Just like, holy shit. I'm pretty sure they didn't even give this movie to the MPAA. It's just like, holy fuck, dude. The movie was fucking amazing. And you got number 3 is The Tall Man. The reason why I like him is because you don't know a lot about him. He could be a demon from another dimension. He could be a fucking alien. He could be a fucking human being. He could be anything. And that's what I love about him, is that the amount of theories you can make about the Tall Man, you cannot make about other characters. You cannot make, like, a Michael Myers is from space theory. You cannot make Michael Myers is a demon incarnate. I mean, you can, but that shit you can do with the Tall Man. And the Tall Man has got amazing one-liners, especially in the first film. I'm not going to say them because, you know, like, fuck it, I'm doing it. You think when you die, you go to heaven. No, you come to us. And my favorite line is one where he goes, like, fuck, what was my favorite line? It was like, he goes, he was like, this game is finished or something. I'm so sorry, guys. I absolutely adore this character, but I can't remember my favorite line from him. Fuck. But yeah, just the Tall Man is great. His different weapons are fucking amazing. He's got the spirit bombs, or the spear rolly type things that come with, all the big box sets come with that spirit ball thing that I want so bad. So bad. I want that ball so bad, man. I want it to be on my desk, bro. But yeah, and you also got the upgraded version of it in the second film. You got the third version of it that's golden. You got the fucking, just everything about the Tall Man is fucking dreamt in mysteriousness, and it's just fucking amazing. I'm so glad they never decided to expose his, like, identity or who he was, you know. In the fourth movie, they kind of did something like that, but it wasn't much. And number 2, if you know me, it's gotta be Captain Spalding. I fucking love Captain Spalding so goddamn much. You guys literally do not understand how much I love this guy. Like, he was legit my favorite horror movie character for about a year and a half, until I realized my love for my favorite one. But Captain Spalding has always been one of my favorites. When he died in, let me get up. When he died in 3 from Hell, dude, I was bawling. I was straight up fucking bawling, dude, and just, I watched the film after he died, and it was like when Baby and Otis were talking about it. He lived a long life, he lived a pretty fun life, you know, and it's just like, damn, bro, it's just, I know Rob Zombie didn't write this movie. Rob Zombie did not write this movie knowing that Sid Haig was gonna die. With some of the articles, he kind of alludes to Sid Haig knowing that this was his last role, but I don't know, it's just like there's a lot of differing information on that. I'll probably have to look up more, but it's just the way Rob Zombie wrote those dialogue, it was just like, it was like foreshadowing for the actual Sid Haig, dude. I mean, it was like foreshadowing for the actual Sid Haig, man. And it's just, Sid Haig was such a good actor, dude. He'd been acting since like the fucking 40s. He stopped acting for a bit there in the 80s, and then went straight back to acting in the 90s, and then got this big role with House of a Thousand Corpses, you know, and then just got flopped right in the mainstream, you know. And Captain Spalding is Sid Haig. I don't give a fuck, dude. This is my favorite Sid Haig character, and I absolutely adore him. In House of a Thousand Corpses, he is the most fun. You know, he's like, give me a second. He's like, well, howdy, folks. You like blood, violence, freaks of nature? Well, then come on down to Captain Spaulding's Museum of Monsters and Madmen. And you also got my absolute favorite line from him, which is in The Devil's Rejects, but that isn't my favorite version of Captain Spaulding. My least favorite version is from The Devil's Rejects, and I will explain that in a second. But my favorite version is when he goes, don't forget to bring little Johnny and Susie with you. She'll scare the holy guacamole out of them. And I actually love Captain Spaulding so much, I'm actually going to paint my face with his makeup, and I'm going to take a picture of it, and then that's going to be the logo for my channel. So yeah, I absolutely adore his character. In House with Thousand Corpses, he's the most fun. He's an actual clown. In The Devil's Rejects, you know, he's like a no bullshit. You know, we need to get this shit done, Otis. You need to stop playing around. We need to get this shit done, Otis. You know, and he's just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get to Cutter. Let's get to the Pimp Cane guy. That is the main actor in Dawn of the Dead. Do. It's close to midnight. But yeah, guys, just in those rejects, you know, he's a lot more serious. And I would have loved it. Even Sid Haig said this in the audio commentary, is like, Captain Spaulding is like very serious in this film, and I don't believe Captain Spaulding is that serious of a character. I like him to be more wacky. He's serious when he needs to be, but he shouldn't be just super serious all the time, you know, and that's what he is in The Devil's Rejects, you know, when Otis comes in wearing that guy's face and trying to scare the girl to death, you know, basically. So Sid Haig, if it was Captain Spaulding from the first movie, he would be up and around, dancing around with his revolver, shooting off shit, you know, fucking dancing around, hanging out with Otis, you know, but it's just, like, Rob Zombie didn't want it that way, so I was just like, that's the way I would like it, you know, but that's just me. But I do like The Devil's Rejects, and the costume I am getting is actually a combined of this costume right here. I have the button-up shirt and the pants to go along with it, and I'm going to have his makeup on, so I'm not going to have a beard, of course, because I can't grow a beard for the life of me, because fuck you, Colton. You don't get what you want. So, yeah. It's just Captain Spaulding is a fucking amazing character. I adore him a lot. His kills in House of a Thousand Corpses, the first two, like, the first scene of House of a Thousand Corpses is fucking hilarious, dude. I don't like chicken, and I hate clowns. And then the guy bumps into the door, he shoots the other guy, and he goes, and most of all, fuck you! Bow, bow, bow. It's just like, you got to the count of 10. 1, fuck your mama. 2, fuck your sister. 3, fuck your grandma. And just the guy bumps in, slashes him, and Captain Spaulding shoots the other guy, and Captain Spaulding says, most of all, fuck you! Bow, 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 bow. I fucking love that scene, man. It's so fucking good, dog. But yeah, that is second. And number 1, of course, is Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my absolute favorite movie of all time. It is tied for the greatest movie I've ever seen with Batman Under the Red Hood, which is also a movie that got me through COVID, and The Godfather, which I have the VHS tape over there, but I'm not getting it out. So yeah, Leatherface has always been like my favorite villain, unless you're talking about Captain Spaulding. In certain scenarios, Captain Spaulding is definitely better, but Leatherface in this first film, he's just, there's so much going on with his character, and just, you know, like, once you get past the layer of him just being like a cannibal, you know, there's a lot of layers to him, you know. All he wants to do is protect his family and eat food and live with his family. And, you know, like, his philosophy I don't really know if he has a philosophy, but his like thing is, I gotta protect my family, you know. But his families are the real. His family is the real monster. If he grew up in like a loving family who didn't abuse him, I don't believe Leatherface would have grew up like this. He wouldn't have grew up to be this pathological killer, you know. But then it becomes that way, and then you learn throughout the film that, you know, like, he's being abused by his brothers and everything else, and, you know, you really get to empathize with his character, which is what I like. You know, I love villains that own that they're a fucking villain, which is one of the reasons why I love the remakes, because there's no fucking redeeming quality to Leatherface in those films. But that's one of the reasons why I love this film, is because it goes against that. And it's just Leatherface, you know, he puts on a different mask to be a different person. You know, he has the grandma mask where he cooks, he has the regular mask where he's walking around town, and he's got the pretty woman mask for eating dinner with the folks, you know? And just like each one of them shows a different part of who he is, you know, and he's just, like, you see him like sad and grieve and almost cry a lot of times, you know, like, just Gunnar Hansen plays Leatherface perfectly in this film. There is no other person I think could play Leatherface as good as Gunnar Hansen. You know, the remake does a really good job, but it doesn't have the emotional impacts that the original Leatherfaces have. And that's one of the reasons why I love him. There's not much to say other than that. And he has a lot of badass kills, especially in the remake. Fucking going through a freaking chair in a driver's seat and just fucking chainsawing that bitch. Freaking hooking a guy up and chainsawing him down in 3D. You know, fucking hooking him and shit like that. Like, holy hell, dude. Like, there's like a lot of fun shit that he does. Fucking, why are you texting me, Jay? Fuck off. Number 5 is, what is a movie you didn't like on your first viewing, but since you watched it a second time, you grew to love it? Now, back in the day, I was an adamant. I fucking hated Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. I watched it once. Despised it. Now, I have no idea why I didn't like it. I'm pretty sure I didn't like it because, oh well, Leatherface screams a lot, the main characters aren't that good, it wasn't that funny, you know, but it's just, maybe I didn't watch it in the right headspace. I don't know. I was watching it during a marathon, and I got to it, watched it on, like, online, and I didn't like it, so I skipped it, and then I watched a few reviews, and everybody was like, yeah, fuck this film, fuck that part, fuck that part, fuck that part. You know, and I was just like, yeah, fuck those parts. Fuck that movie. It's the worst fucking movie I've ever goddamn seen. And then my buddy, Hayes and that Devon Graham, otherwise known as Andrew, otherwise known as the Firefly Family Podcast host, he made a video talking about each Texas Chainsaw film. And he talked about his relationship with Part 4. And he talked about how he thought it didn't get enough credit. How he was like, if people don't like this one, they shouldn't like the second one because they're practically the same. This Leatherface is most like the original Leatherface. You know, and he gave some examples, and he also gave some other stuff, and I was just like, once he started talking, it clicked. It was like, wait, I was fucking wrong? I'm never wrong. I'm the only heartbreaker. I'm always right. I'm the best, the best, the best. You know, but he's like, I am wrong, and I need to rewatch it. And after that, like, before I watched the video, I was like, no, please don't, Andrew, don't defend this fucking piece of shit film. But then I rewatched it, and now I fucking adore it, guys. It is literally like my 4th favorite, and I fucking love this film. I'm pretty sure I even got the unrated edition right here. But I absolutely adore this film, guys. There is no other film that I love more than this one in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. Like, I love a lot of other ones, but this movie really grew on me. I love the characters now. Michael McConaughey is fucking an amazing character. He's so fucking funny. You know, like, his scene where he just starts running over people and putting on a diss track, you know, just like, it was just so fucking hilarious, and I loved it to death. Man, I can talk a long fucking time. But, But yeah, guys, just Renee Zellweger was great. It's just Leatherface was... Whenever he clicked and said it was most like the original, I was like, are you sure? But then I rewatched it, and yeah, he is a lot like the original, you know? He still has those same... In the original, he does scream, but he doesn't scream a lot, you know? Like in this film, he's... You sit the fuck down! And shut up! Like, damn, bro. Like, that shit was hilarious. I swear to God, this movie was a comedy, dude. And it basically does what the original was trying to set out. The original, if you listen to Tobe Hooper, was originally supposed to be a comedy. And the co-writer of the original film wrote this one. And this was the only film he directed, I believe. And I believe you can actually buy the documentary that comes with this film. You can even buy the documentary off his website, and it's a beautiful documentary. I recommend you all watch it. It's even free on YouTube. If I find a link, I'll put it down in the description. But yeah, guys, it's just a really good film. It does a lot of the things that the original set out to do, and it's fucking hilarious. There's only like one real Leatherface kill, but you know what? Who gives a fuck, man? This movie is so fucking hilarious, and I fucking adore it. And I just wanted to say one more time, thank you to Andrew/Hayes and the Devon Graham / the Firefly Family Podcast host, because without him, I wouldn't have grown to love this film. Without him, I seriously would not grow to love this. And I wholeheartedly believe, if people watch this film with the mindset of it being a comedy, like people do with the second one, I believe people would actually love this film. I believe people do not give this movie enough credit for what it does and what it sets out to achieve. It sets out to achieve being a sequel to the first movie as a comedy, and it 100% does that, and I fucking adore it for that. Hey, son of a bitch, dude, this hurts worse than fucking singing trash talk songs. But yeah, the final fucking question: what is 3 sleeper movies that you think people should watch, or movies that people do not give enough credit for? Now I got 3 right here, and I also got an honorable mention. Honorable mention is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so I've already recommended you that. So yeah, the first one is Tennessee Gothic. Now I won this movie through Todd Walnut's last contest. And I truly think that a lot of people need to watch this film. I absolutely adore it. I did a review for it. It is a great movie. It has a lot of amazing characters. As you know, I can't name any of them, but it's got a lot of cool ideas. It's a very fun film. It feels like a movie that was filmed in the 70s, but it came out like literally 2 years ago. It's freaking amazing. I love the film. Jeff Wedding is a freaking amazing director. I cannot wait to see his other films. It's just, this movie was so great, and just the main menu music to this movie I want to own so bad. Just like, I would love to just put that shit when I'm just cruising around town, you know, and she swallowed just so. It's just fucking hell, dude. This movie is just so good, guys, and I recommend you all watch it. You can buy the Blu-ray off of Jeff Wedding's website, I believe. If Todd's watching this, I believe he'll put a link down below, but I don't know. But yeah, guys, this movie is just amazing. And yeah, I just love this movie so much. The Omen 4. I truly don't understand why people don't watch this movie. Maybe it's because it's a TV movie. Or maybe it's because it doesn't have the original character from the first 3 Omen movies. But if you don't know, this is like the daughter of the character in the first 3 Omen movies. I do not know. I have not watched those movies. And I do not really care to watch it because I have the best one right here. But yeah, Omen 4, The Awakening was a really good film. It's a TV movie. Now that does turn some people off, but I tell you guys, give this movie a chance and you will love it. Like, the movie ends. I'm not going to say it, but the ending is great. The characters are great. You know, like, the way each character reacts to what the fuck is going on is a really interesting thing. You know, the way the mother reacts is to just straight up kill the bitch, and you know, like, the daughter's killing people, and it's just like, she does a lot of messed up things, but some of the things that the daughter does, fucking, the other people fucking deserved it. That kid deserved to fucking die, dude. That kid deserved to get thrown off the ladder, dude. He was bullying the little girl. And I'm sorry, dude. If you bully a little girl, you deserve to get fucking punched in the head, dude. I don't give a shit. Your morals aren't right at that point. But yeah, guys, this movie is just amazing. There's a lot of good kills. It is a TV movie, so you won't see a lot of blood. But it is a movie I highly recommend. Now, this is a movie I recommended to many people, and it is The Loved Ones. I was originally recommending this movie from watching Drum Dums watch it and like review it, but then I watched it, and then I reviewed it, and now it's one of my favorite films of all time. I adore this film a lot. I'm not going to spoil anything other than this woman wants to go to the prom with this guy. And that's all I'm going to say. This film is fucking awesome, guys. The ending was fucking incredible. This character needs to have like 4 to 5 prequels. And it's just, the songs in the movie are fucking amazing. And the director. He's the director who made The Devil's Candy, I believe. Or it's like The Something Devil. And this movie is 100% better than that film. And also, this film was released in 2009. So if you want a film that's better than Friday the 13th, you already got one of them. And yes, I do truly believe this film is better than the Friday the 13th remake. But that's just me. But yeah, I recommended this to a lot of people. And they loved it. And I love it too. I truly do adore this film. It's a really good film. And I hope you guys watch it as well. Here are the 3 recommends if you do not remember. So, yeah. And that is the video, guys. That's 36 fucking minutes. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Guys, like, look at all this. Fuck. Like, look at all this, guys. Like, holy shit. Look at how much shit I gotta put away. Holy fuck, dude. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a very long one. Hopefully I win this one because I desperately want a 4K. So yeah, guys. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.